Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the title, today we are back with another wig install, and it is now warming up out, and this is the perfect wig for the spring and summer. Absolutely gorgeous. This wig is from Asteria hair, and she is literally perfect. I love this wig so much. Y'all know curly hair, I love me a good straight wig, but this curly hair right here, okay, let's get into it. If you want to see how I install it, keep watching. So this wig is from Asteria hair. Like I said, this is the box that the wig comes in. So pretty. And then of course you get some supplies to help you install your wig, which is also very, very helpful because I be losing all my edge brushes and my elastic bands. So this is the wig right here. It is fresh out of the box. Absolutely stunning. It is a 36-inch 5x5 lace closure wig, and y'all know for me, when it gets warm out, I don't want to be dealing with no full lace. I just don't have it in me. So a 5x5 closure wig is literally perfect, and this is a lot of parting space as well. So here I'm just putting the wig on and just showing you guys what it looks like fresh out. Super, super pretty. As you can see, that part is parting. Okay, it looks actually a lot longer than 5 inches in my opinion, which is even better. So this is what the wig looks like. As you can see, it's a little defined at the bottom and a little frizzier at the top because it's been manipulated, but still super gorgeous. And here is a close-up on that part. It is definitely giving scalp. This is fresh out of the box, y'all. I did not do anything to this part. I didn't do any bleaching. This is how it came. So now I'm going to be installing the wig like I typically do. So I'm just gonna pull the lace back to get it out of the way. And today we're gonna be using the Kiss Lace Bond. If you know why, you know why, okay? Trying out different hairsprays to see what works. This is my first time trying this one out. And so far so good, I like it. It definitely had a strong hold for sure. So here I'm just spraying on one little layer, and then I'm just going to blow dry it until it gets tacky. Y'all know the drill. So now I'm going to add one more layer of hairspray just before I put on the elastic band to make sure she is nice and laid. And I decided instead of keeping the lace on while I have the elastic band on, I decided to cut this off beforehand because I didn't want the excess lace to get stuck on my forehead because that happens every single time. So I'm just cutting it off now so that when I do take it off, it is basically already melted to my liking. So here I'm just putting on the elastic band that came in the box, which is super helpful. And also really cute. I love the black and gold glitter. And I'm just going to let this sit for, I think I went and did something honestly, but you want to let it sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And I think I let mine sit for about 20 to be honest. And it was nice and melted. So here I'm just gonna go and do what I do, and then we'll be back. So now I'm taking it off, and as you can see, if it's sticking, that means she is nice and melted, okay? So be careful because you don't want to hurt yourself. But I'm going to go in and comb out that hairspray that got into the hair, which makes it look super crunchy because you want to make sure the hair looks like it's coming out of your scalp. I'm not no professional, hair installer, wig installer. So the little things that I can do to make it look as good as possible, I'm going to make sure I do. So this is one of those things that just is a little step, but it makes such a huge difference if you don't do it. So now I'm going to do my typical baby hairs. I'm going to go at the temples, which is the very, very edge of the closure. And then I'm going to take out a little bit of hair, hot comb her down to make sure it's in the direction I need it to be in. And if you want to go in and pluck and add, just like basically thin it out a little bit if you want them to be like a little bit more sparse. I don't do that because over time the hair will start to come out on its own and basically low-key kind of like, get a little bald. So I never pluck my baby hairs because I don't want to make it look sparse from the beginning. I'd rather it be thicker in the beginning and then over time it gets a little bit more natural looking, if that makes sense. So now I'm just gonna cut them longer first, and then you could cut off any excess hair later because obviously you can't add hair once you cut it off. So I'm just going to do the typical flipping them back with the 1/2 inch flat iron, and I'm taking my Erica J style. I don't think this is the Erica J style mousse. I think this is the Lotta Body mousse. Yeah, this is a Lotta Body mousse, and I'm going to mold my baby hairs in the direction I want them to be in. So at the last minute, I decided I wanted to do one in the middle. I love a good little baby hair in the middle, especially with curly hair. I feel like it goes with the vibe. It's very dramatic, very over the top, you know? You don't have to do baby hairs at all. I feel like curly hair looks really good with no baby hairs. But because I am still working on my, lace melt, I have to add baby hairs, okay? So we're gonna do what we gotta do until we can perfect our craft. But I'm just going to do the same thing I did on the sides, very, very light baby hair in the middle, and just, of course, put my elastic band on and let her sit for a little while. Be careful because I'm always spilling this stuff all over my face and I be having like drip marks in my makeup, which is so annoying. But yeah. So now we're gonna move on to defining these lovely, lovely curls, or water wave, whatever you wanna call it. So I'm just taking the spray bottle with water in it. I think it has like a tiny, tiny amount of conditioner in it just to also like condition the hair. And then I'm just going to brush this through to distribute the water all through the hair and make sure it's all nice and saturated. It's not soaking wet. You can definitely like do that, but I didn't want it to be like dripping down my shirt and stuff. So I just added enough water to get the hair wet. So when I put the product in it, it adheres very, very easily and it just distributes through the hair very quickly. So I'm just going to be taking this Bio Silk just to add some sheen to the hair to make it look basically like it's wet when it's not. And this is what it looks like before and after. Super gorgeous, very, very, very beautiful hair. I love this hair so much. Like, I'm obsessed. Y'all know I don't be doing curly hair like that, but this wig is gonna be in my rotation like crazy. So let me know which side you guys like better. And anytime I have water wave hair, I always scrunch it up at the bottom because it just adds a nice definition to the hair once it dries up. And it adds like a cute little ringlet at the bottom when it dries, which is super cute. And this is just giving the hair more definition. So that's why I'm doing this. You could use a diffuser. I don't have one because I don't be using a diffuser like that. But if you want to use your hands, they work just as well. But here I'm just scrunching it up as much as I can, and then we're going to get into the final result. So this is what the hair looks like after I've taken off the elastic band, and it has dried, I want to say about 60%. It's not 100% dry, but this is pretty much how it's going to look when it's dry, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to still have that defined wet look. I love the density. I feel like it's a perfect density. It's not too heavy. It's not like too much hair, basically. And this is what the part looks like. It's definitely giving scalp, okay? This closure right here is doing everything it needs to do, okay? So like I said, this wig is from Asteria Hair. It is 36 lovely inches long, and it is a 5x5 lace closure wig. And this is what the hair looks like from the back. Super defined, just beautiful, y'all. Just gorgeous. I feel like this hair would do so well in like a tropical location, especially if you put the product in and have that like wet look. It's going to just look like this all day long. If you get in the water, it's still going to be nice and pretty. Love this hair, you guys. Definitely check out Asteria Hair. I will have all the links to this hair down below in the description box. And let me know what you guys think of this wig. Are you a curly girl in the spring or a straight hair girl in the spring? Let me know down below. I think now I'm going to be a curly hair girl because this wig is super low maintenance and it's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.